Welcome everyone to Chasing Tents. My name is Abhi. Thank you so much for joining me in this new and a very special and a different episode. I'm here in the Black Country right outside the Crooked House. Yes, you don't need to adjust your TV or your phone. It is crooked, it is tilted, it is subsided. But also what I'm going to show you is the fantastic and pristine Suzuki GSXR 1100 Slingshot. Now guys, if you know me and follow me, I tend to always make a video at somewhere special. Now I'm a Black Country resident, so I thought why not show you something really special. Now this building from 1765 unfortunately is now subsided, but it's a fantastic pub. So someone rescued it and converted it into a pub. It is 1.3 meter tilted. I mean, if you live in the Black Country, you are used to the subsidence issues around here because of the mining and stuff which used to happen here. But if you are in the Black Country in the UK, this is not far from Dudley or Sedgley, or just not far from the Himley house. And I showed you the Himley stately home when I did the Triumph 765 RS review. Anyways guys, let's talk about the Suzuki GSXR 1100 Slingshot. Now I acquired this bike quite a few months back, but I don't really kind of show off things on social media and stuff like that. But I thought it really, I ought to make a video on this bike, and that's why I'm making a video today. All credit to the previous owner. He's done an absolute immaculate job on this bike. A lot of the parts were sourced from Japan directly from Suzuki, and also Suzuki Classics. Now you got to give credit to Suzuki because they have a classic department just like Mercedes have, and if you've got like an SLS Gullwing or something like that, you can get parts for it. Same way, if you've got an old Suzuki bike, you can definitely source all the parts for it. So that's what the previous owner did. It completely stripped the bike off, and just basically it is better than showroom condition. Unfortunately, on my way here it rained a bit, so I'm absolutely gutted because it's slightly dirty now. You will see it in the video. I'll show you now close-up shots of the bike. You'll probably think, what are you on about? It's not dirty at all. But you know what, it is. From the standards of the previous owner, if he's watching, it's a little bit dirty. So the journey kind of began in terms of me acquiring this bike. I saw it online. I spoke to the guy within an hour of him putting it on there, and I didn't have the money to buy it straight away, but I told him, look, I'll beg, borrow or steal, but I will acquire this bike. And he was like, no worries mate, you seems like a serious buyer. So that's how it began. And I went all the way down south. Lovely drive, lovely place in the countryside, beautiful kind of man cave he had, and the bike was just in the middle of his lovely clean garage. You could tell the person has a positive OCD about keeping everything, tools and everything absolutely clean, and that's the kind of person you need when you're buying a bike. So let me show you this bike, but also what I really want to show you is something about positivity, is why you should always keep your fingers crossed, think positive, and the dream bike you really want to buy will come somehow. So let me show you the bike first, and we'll talk about that positivity thing in a little bit. All right guys, it's time to show you the bike in detail. By the way, look at that tilt of that Crooked House. It's just absolutely unreal, this building. You must come here one day if you're watching this video. Anyways, okay, so the bike, just in kind of briefly really, is absolutely clean. Where do I start? This is the not a single kind of just a particle of dust anywhere. The bike was completely stripped off. And if you're wondering why the rear subframe is chrome, I think what the gentleman told me, he couldn't really match this lovely brushed or satin silver to the swing arm, so he just decided to do it chrome to match with the Yoshi mid pipe and stuff like that. This is a Yoshimura full system, and this is one of those, I forgot the name of the exhaust. It's got one of those little canisters in there which kind of hold the gas and then release the gas. It's a bit like a two-strokey system. It gives it more power. I think the bike produces 135 or 137 horsepower on the rear wheel. It's been tuned by it's not had any massive carb work done. The carb's just like original. It's just been, the fueling has been really well sorted. In terms of everything else, everything is absolutely original, but everything is absolutely pristine. The whole bike was repainted by someone, I think in Northampton, and I forgot their name. So as you can tell, it's a little bit mucky from the bottom because unfortunately, as you can tell, from the rain has been following me today, and there's grey skies again, and I'm not looking forward to that. What else do I show you? The carbs have been rejetted, properly serviced. The bike's got full service history. In terms of its mileage, it says 26,000. 972, but all the engine work and everything has been done. Everything, all the wiring and everything, all the wiring loom and everything is new. Air intakes are new. These things are, you name it, everything on this has been either kind of stripped to bare paint or bare plastic and re-satin painted or re-galvanized. Everything has been done properly. I find it a little bit uncomfortable, to be very honest with you. I mean, I think the rear shock is, well, I don't think, it is a nitron shock, but the gentleman who had the bike before was quite heavier than me, so I think I need to sort that out. And the rear sets are quite high. And when I went to the NEC show this year, I spoke to the main Suzuki Classics personnel, and he told me that the rear sets are supposed to be really high on it anyways. I don't find it an issue because I'm used to riding or racing on the racetrack, so my rear sets are quite high anyways. But I still find there's a lot of pressure on my forearms. But everything else, guys, you know, everything is really original, really nice. Everything is just superb. I mean, I haven't got many superlatives to throw at it. You know, I mean, let me give you an example. Like these kind of screwy things or rivet things are very hard to find, and the gentleman got it all the way from Japan. You know, and look at this. The only one tiny blemish on the bike is this, which is my fault because I lost the balance a bit, and my garage wall did that. So I'm really gutted, but I can get that sorted. But otherwise, absolutely pristine from top to bottom. The wheels have been done, the brake calipers have been sorted, the brake pads are amazing. I mean, this Yoshi, I mean, I'm a massive double exhaust guy, you know, honestly. I've got a Triumph Daytona Super 3 900, which has got a double SP engineering system, and I've got a Honda CBR 1000F. It's got a double Delkovich system, and you know, double exhaust is just next level. And that's why I bought an Aprilia, because the original Aprilias used to have double exhaust, but the RSV4 has single. But this one has a single system. But I've got the original double exhaust system, but I don't want to put the original one because this sounds nice, but it doesn't sound crazy loud straight away. So as soon as you turn it on, the bike actually, I'm not going to rev it here. It's a lovely quiet place. They've allowed me to film here, so thank you very much to the Crooked House. And I'm not going to start the bike and rev it here. You know, you can see plenty of revvy videos on YouTube, but honestly, as soon as you give it some, the bike comes alive and the exhaust comes alive. Otherwise, it's a very quiet system. All in all, I think in terms of changes, what I'm going to do, I think I'm probably going to sort out the rear shock, and also maybe sort out the front suspension, even on the racetrack. By the way, I'm not going to do track days on this bike, but I had to. There's a reason why I passed my racing license on this one, and you'll see that video next time. But all in all, guys, you know, it's a fantastic bike. Everything and anything on this bike has been done. So I'm very lucky to own this, and massive thank you to the previous owner, you know, who's really kept this bike in a stunning condition. So let me now move this video onto something really special. Actually, you know what, I'm going to throw a quick liner, and this is the last part of the video, so please stay with me on this video. So the video is about the bike being featured on the magazine and stuff, so don't go away, stay with me. However, I have no affiliation with Hellstone's gloves, but these gloves go absolutely brilliantly with the bike. And also, if you guys, if you're looking for a retro helmet, I have no affiliation with AGV, but this AGV Legends retro helmet, I'm going to do a Francois Survey livery on it. I'm a big Jackie Stewart and Francois Survey fan, so I've already done a video on that if you want to see it. But if you're looking for a retro helmet, this AGV Legends is amazing. Okay, welcome back, guys. If you remember in the beginning of the video, I talked about positivity, and if you really want your dream bike, you will get it as long as you are determined to think about it and really think that I am going to get this bike one day. I have two magazines in my hand. They are absolutely identical, okay? So this is, if I can see, this is issue 64, Feb 2016. In Feb 2016, I picked up this magazine and I thought, you know what, one day I'm going to buy this bike. And then you know, I forgot about this magazine. I just put it away somewhere in the garage and stuff like that. And that's it. But every time I saw a Suzuki GSXR 1100 Slingshot, I would save its picture from social media, or just basically keep a lot of pictures of the bike, because thinking one day I'm going to have this bike, one day I'm going to have this bike. And in the meantime, and I'm not a big book reader, but my mum recommended me a book called The Secret. This is all about positive thinking. If you're going to think positive things happen. I didn't read the book, honestly, you know, and if my mom was watching, but I did saw the documentary of this same book. And you know what, I was always thinking positive and thought, you know what, one day I might acquire the bike. So one day, as you know from the beginning of the video, I did acquire the bike. Now, funny thing is, the gentleman whom I purchased the bike from, he said to me that this bike was featured in a magazine. He couldn't tell me the name or anything. So one day I was just, you know, thought, you know what, I'll search to see Suzuki GSXR 1100 Slingshot magazine on eBay. One magazine came up for sale, this second one, and I bought it. Didn't even look at the number plate of the bike, didn't look at anything. So when I got this magazine, I went into the garage, I checked the number plate, and I thought, oh my God, I've got the same bike which is featured in the magazine. And then a few months later, I was flying to America, and I thought, why not I pick up some old bike magazines and read it in the airplane. So I already put one of these magazines, and then I went into the garage where my magazine stack is from old, and then I picked up this one, and I thought to myself, I've just put this in my bag. How come I've got two magazines, the same two magazines? So the funny thing is, then I realized, my God, in Sainsbury's in Feb 2016, I picked this up thinking I'm going to buy this bike one day. And can you believe the coincidence? Two same magazines, same bike, which is featured in the magazine. So it was meant to be. So I really wanted to add this part in this video, guys. I'm a massive believer of positive thinking, and really, if you really want something, keep thinking about it, keep working on it, you will get, you know, your dream bike. So that's what really I wanted to add this in the video. I hope really it made sense to you. I'm losing daytime now, daytime light, so I better, you know, switch this video off and look after yourselves, guys. And thank you very much for watching this video. I will be featuring this bike in a lot of the other videos. I have actually passed my racing license in the UK with that bike, and that will be the next video. So guys, if you want to see more videos on this bike, feel free to like and subscribe. I don't talk about it too much, you know. If you want to follow me, feel free to follow me, and do leave a comment, you know, about the bike, and tell me more about it.